Let's go, go, go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this Tuesday Night Live thing. Let's just make sure that we are live everywhere we need to be live. Looks like LinkedIn's coming up. Great news. There we go. LinkedIn, where the party is. Check back in on you folks in just a moment. Somebody remind me to mute that out every time I go live, please. And let's just go check out Facebook, make sure that we're all good over there. Looks good. And here we are everywhere. Got it all done in 24 seconds. I can't even believe it. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. You staying hydrated? Looks like LinkedIn had a tiny bit of a hiccup, but we got that resolved with literally one single click. Got that resolved. I do like to bop around to all of these different socials to see what's going on these things. See who's hanging out. All right, we got a good one tonight. Tonight I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite free tool that I use in social media marketing. And I'm going to share that with you tonight. I'm going to show you, give you a quick overview of the tool, and I'm going to show you how to use it so that you could rapidly deploy it in your social media marketing. And you'll be able to start using this thing right away. Like, you'll be able to start using this tool tonight. Like, the second we get done, you'll be able to jump into this thing. What I love about this tool, I have to adjust my seat. What I love about this tool is that you can use it for free, and that if you want to get it and you want to pay for it, it's not that expensive. It's really feature-filled, and it's super easy to use, and it's something that every single one of you who's watching this can use. So that's like, that kind of ticks all the boxes for me, is having a tool that everyone can use. So what do you say we kick this thing off and do this thing the right way? And just checking everywhere just to make sure we're good, and we're good. The party hasn't really started on LinkedIn yet, so I'm kind of just watching and waiting for that party to start. But it is there. All right. Somebody messaged me today, and they said they love my evening lives because it just feels like an intimate chat, and I do like that. But we really do have to get to work. So it is time to get to work. So what do you say we get to work? All right, if you're doing any kind of marketing online, if you're using social media or the internet or a blog or even email, you have a need to create graphics that you're going to use on all of these platforms, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, wherever you happen to go, you have a need to create graphics. We often will just use pictures as the graphics in our content, but sometimes you're going to want to have more advanced graphics, more sophisticated graphics. And so that means you're going to have to use some kind of a program. Photoshop for many of us is overkill, and it's more than we need, and it's also carries a pretty hefty price tag. And there's a big learning curve to it. And if you're not a professional photographer, you probably don't need all of the features in Photoshop, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to have that. So there is a free tool that also has a paid version that I'm going to show you tonight. By the way, you might be wondering, who is this guy? Why do they keep recommending him in my newsfeed? This is Chris Prouty. This is. My name is Chris Prouty, and for the last 21 years, I have helped thousands of entrepreneurs wildly grow their businesses by teaching them how to attract clients from the internet. And I do so by teaching them. Now I teach them how to do it. I used to do it for them, but now I teach because I have a mission, and I hope you'll help me with it. I have a mission to help 10 million entrepreneurs and experts wildly grow their businesses. So if you're watching this, count yourself in as one of those 10 million, and I'm very grateful that you're here. The people that come and actually work with me and hire me as a mentor come to me because they have a skill, they have a service, or they have a product that they know can change an industry and change lives. And while they have had some success, they generally feel like they are not getting the visibility online that they wish they had to attract the clients to them that they want to serve. So we fix that with my online school and my mentorship. And it teaches them exactly what they need to do to wildly grow their businesses. And it works. So tonight we are hanging out, and I'm going to show you this free tool. And I actually have it all set up in my screen share right here. I'm going to switch over to that right now. And the tool that I'm going to show you is called, good evening. Oh, hey, I'm glad you found this channel too. And that's from, it looks like Elite Med Staffing. Hey, what's going on, Elite Med Staffing? I see you checking in, and I'm so glad that you're here. So this is a Tech Tuesday. This is a Tech Tuesday kind of talk. In my mentorship programs, we do Tech Tuesdays that are advanced and give people the opportunity to come and get mentored directly from me, getting advice on technology. They can come in, they can ask questions about anything. In today's Tech Tuesday, people were asking about video editing. And so we spent an entire hour today talking about some of the subtleties of video editing and helped people along quite a bit. This is a Tech Tuesday that I'm just doing for you to show you what it's like to learn from me. And by the way, if you are here and like Elite Med Staffing and some of the people over on LinkedIn, thank you for being here. If you'd like to attend a free class with me, something more structured, a little bit longer, something where we can interact directly, I would encourage you to go to proutyclass.com. That's this link right here. I put it for you. I'm going to pretend to look at it in the air like it's floating there, but it's really not. But you just go to Prouty, Prouty's my last name, class.com, register for my free workshop. It's coming up on Thursday. That's in just a couple of days. It's a free workshop. It's live. It's with me. You get to interact with me, talk to me, and ask me questions. Don't worry, nobody can see you. It's webinar format, kind of like this. But I'm going to teach for about an hour, and I'm going to show you the 5 things you need to attract clients through social media. You'll be able to start attracting clients by the end of the class. So just go to proutyclass.com, join me on Thursday. Completely free class. I might even tell you about my programs, and you can see if they make sense for you. If they do, great. If they don't, that's cool too. You can just continue to hang out with me here. All right, here we go. Thanks for being here. And so I'm going to show you how I've got this screen share organized. Let me just really organize my screen. Thank you. I'm really glad you will be there. I have people chiming in saying that they're going to be there. Yeah, just type that into your, but don't click on that. That'll pause this video. Just go there. All right, so the way that I've got this set up right now is I can swap back and forth between here, and I can also go over here to my screen. So the program that I'm going to be showing you tonight is called Stencil. Now, Stencil is very much like Canva. You might be familiar with Canva. They both work the same way. You might have heard of Canva. You might not have heard of Stencil, and I don't know why. Stencil is an incredible program. And I use Stencil because I was able to get a lifetime subscription to it. Every once in a while, Stencil will come out and say, hey, pay us $30 and you can use us for life without having to ever pay us again. And I like that. So I paid them once, and here I am. I have them forever. So let me switch over to Stencil, and we're going to work on this together. And I'm going to show you, I'm just going to give you a quick overview of Stencil. Now, let me just tell you this. I stand nothing to gain from Stencil or from anyone by showing you this. My intent here tonight is to simply show you a tool that you can use that's going to make your social media marketing easier. And that's what I want, is I want to teach you how to be better at social media marketing so that you're faster, so that you can get more done, so that it looks better, you can attract more clients. You're going to do this, and heck, you might even say, wow, that Prouty guy is kind of cool. He taught me some cool stuff, and maybe it would be cool to get mentoring from him. I wonder what that could be like. And you'll become one of the 10 million. Come on board. So that's why I'm doing this. I stand nothing to gain aside from the good feelings that I get from helping you. I should probably go full screen for that one because I really want you to feel that with me. The only thing I gain from this is helping you. And if you grow from this, then that helps me. That makes me feel really good about what we do. Because all I want to do, all I'm inspired to do is teach. And I'm only inspired to teach you, entrepreneurs, and people who are looking to grow and get more clients. So it fulfills my highest values in life, and it gives you something that will help you as well. So I stand nothing to gain from this aside from that, and that's important for you to understand. So here we are in the Stencil interface, really super, super easy to use. Over here on the right side, and you can see I'm kind of hanging out down here in the lower left corner. I'm way down here now, just in case you missed the big purple background. Over here on the right side of the screen, we have your canvas. This is where you're going to do your design. What I love about this is how incredibly easy it is to pick a size that's right for what you're looking to do. So down here in the lower left corner of the canvas, you can see it says default 1200 by 800. I'm going to click on that, and it opens up this window. And let me just make sure that my noggin isn't blocking that. Okay, it's not. So it opens up this window, and in here you can see it provides us with a different size for just about every social platform that we could want. So things like YouTube thumbnails or Snapchat photo. Anybody using Snapchat out there? I have it installed. I don't really use it, but I have it. Look, if you're doing a VK profile photo, you'll know what VK stands for. I don't, but I wonder what that is. I'm going to look that one up later. Blog featured, blog post image, small square. Look at all of these incredible sizes. So you don't have to think about what size you need to do. Like this one, Facebook photo, and it automatically adjusts the size of the canvas to be the right size for you. Now you can also filter by social, and you can see I've got Facebook photos selected. You could go to design, and this is where you can see large squares, medium squares, blog post featured. It even has sizes for ads on Facebook and Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram ads. Headers for all of your social covers. And then here you can even add your custom ones. And these are my custom ones. So like a YouTube watermark, LinkedIn publishing cover. This is a test one. You can tell it's a test one because I wrote test. I even have one for my wallpaper where I can make my own wallpapers. And I've got the right size set for that. So you can see you can create these custom ones. And I really do like that about this program. So today, we're going to create a Facebook photo, and I'm going to do one that promotes the workshop that I'm giving on Thursday. So, a little double purpose here. So just select Facebook photo, and this is the size. Now, one of the things that's important is that I promote, as I'm promoting this workshop, this free workshop that I'm giving, is that I promote this link, proutyclass.com, because I set this link up just for you and for anybody who happens to go to it to register for that workshop. This is a live workshop I'm giving on how to get clients through Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and I do it live. There's no replay on this thing, and so that's why I set up this link. So I'm going to create a graphic inside of Stencil to promote this. So let's go back over here and go back over to my Stencil. And so one of the things that I can do is I can add a background to it. And you can see here there's a ton of different photos that you can use, or you can even search. Now these are all royalty-free photos for you to use. And there's like 5 million of them. So you can search for a photo. Coffee is one of my favorite things in the world. And so I'm going to do a search for espresso. Now I'm not going to use this image, but I just want to show you the power of this. I'm doing a search for the word espresso, and I want to see what things come up for pictures that I could use. The search appears to be taking a long time. There we go. And so look at all these pictures of espresso or lattes and so on. You could choose these, and you could use these as the background for your graphic. So that's kind of cool. Like if you wanted to do that, I'll show you an example. Let's just pick one. I like to pick things that have white space so that I can write something in them. So I'm looking for that. And I don't really see anything right off the top, but I could choose this one right here. And watch what that's going to do. It's going to place it as the background of my social image. Then if I want to add some text, all I have to do is click, and now a text box has shown up. I'm going to make the font more legible by making it white, just like that. I'm going to bring it right over the beans. And happy Monday. Let's imagine we were doing something on Monday. Happy Monday. Let's get to work. Happy Monday. Let's get to work. Now, I want to have that wrap around the coffee cup. So I'm going to kind of put it right here. Watch this. Then I'm going to right justify. I'm literally just hacking this to work. And then I'm going to double click here. I'm going to go to the beginning of happy, and I'm just going to space it until it shows up right by the lip of the cup. Do the same thing for Monday. Do it for let's get this. I mean, listen, guys, this is, I'm just trying to keep things as simple as possible. We're not doing anything crazy fancy here. I know that too is touching the edge of the cup. Don't worry, we're going to work on that. So now I kind of wrapped that around there. And now I'm just going to kind of move it out just a little bit. Give it a little bit of breathing room between it and the cup. And so now I've just created this graphic. I could go here, and right now this is Helvetica, which is a font that you can find right here in all the fonts. Look at this. If you have like you have a wild side. I know some of you out there have wild sides. You could use a different font. Look at how nice that one looks. Look at that. Kaushan script. That looks pretty nice. I'm going to make the size a little bit bigger too. And now I'm going to adjust it again. I'm just going to bring it here, and I can go here and just kind of bring this back. Go up here. I'm going to bring this back one. I'm not going to fiddle with this too much. I just want to get this done, get it out the door. Looks pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, so here we are. And now I can save that, or all I have to do right now is download it. And when I download that, it's going to download the graphic, and I can just use that graphic right in my social media. But we wanted to create one that actually promotes something. So I am going to I'm going to create a new image without saving this one because I don't really want to save this one. And so now I'm still doing Facebook photo. And let me just hop over. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any questions in the chat as I'm doing this. Everything looks good. Bunch of people on LinkedIn. Everybody's engaged. Nobody's asking questions. That works for me. So if you want to make a graphic where you're promoting something, but you don't want to use an image in the background, maybe that's not your style. It's certainly not my style, nothing that I tend to do. There's a couple of things you could do. You could upload a picture of yourself, and you could use a picture of yourself in here. Now, I don't want to go over to my uploads because I have some of my private clients' pictures in here that I've helped them with some of their graphics. And with respect to their privacy, I certainly don't want to just have their pictures showing up here. So that's just out of respect to the privacy of my private clients. But I have uploaded pictures of me, pictures of them, and I use them in the graphics as well. But another thing that you can do, and this is where I tend to go, is I'll do a search for the word gradient. Watch this. So I'm just doing a search for the word gradient, and look what it gives me. It gives me all these beautiful gradients. You know what I love about these is that they remind me of the lighting that I have in the background here in my workspace, in my office. You know, I've got this lighting that I change around, and it makes these beautiful gradient colors in the background. So that's why I like to use gradients in my graphics. So I'm going to pick one that is subtle. I like this one a lot. And so look at that. That produced that nice gradient as the background. And so now what I'd like to do is I would like to add some text right here. And I am going to just write a quick headline. Want to get more clients from free social media posts? That's going to be my headline. Now, this font is not a font I use in my style of anything that I do. So I'm going to switch this font. I'm also going to switch the color because I think white is going to show up better. It does on that background. And I'm just going to change the font. Now, I have uploaded my own fonts because you can do that. Look at this. I've uploaded, this is called My Fonts. So I've uploaded my own fonts. Helvetica Now Display is the font that I typically use the most. Sometimes I'll use this one, Noto, and this one, Arimo, but generally I'm using Helvetica Now Display. So I'm going to just pick the one that looks the best to me, and that's going to be this one. And then I'm going to do a couple of things here. I'm going to increase the font size because I really just want this to stand out. I know I see it. The spelling mistake, don't worry, I'm going to take care of it. And then I'm going to decrease the line height so it's kind of fitting together. Okay, fix that spelling mistake. And then, there we go, just like that. And so now I'm going to add another line of text here. Oh, my spelling. Okay, join a free class at. Now, the reason I did that as a separate text block is because I'm going to change the color. And I'm going to just change the color just a little bit just to get it to stand out. I want the free class to stand out. So let's go with, let's see how yellow looks. Yeah, see how, look at that. See, that to me, that just really pops really nice. I'm just going to go with a nice bright yellow, just like that. All right. Want to get more clients from free social media posts? Join a free, let's really drive the point home that it's free. Join a free class at, and now I'm just going to put in the URL. It's not going to be clickable because it's in an image, but that's fine. Actually, I don't even need that because it's not clickable. Just go to proutyclass.com. And now I'm going to make this a different font weight simply because I want to have it stand out just a little bit like that, make it easier to read. That even might be a little too thick still. And let's go back to the white. I'm just going to play around with it just a little bit till I like it. I mean, hey, listen, I'm no brilliant designer here. I'm just trying to do something that will catch people's attention and get them to do this. That one right there. I'll probably just do that. Make it nice and easy, nice and legible. And now I've just created a text-based image that I can use in social media. So all I did here was I added a gradient background, and then I added some text, and then and now I'm ready to just download it. And you might be thinking, well, what would happen if I didn't like the gradient background? Well, watch this. I'm just going to click on that and I can change it. So I selected this one instead. Some of you are absolutely wild out there. You might want something crazy like that. That's pretty eye-catching, isn't it? Some of you are a little more subtle. You might go with something like this. No matter what, you get to choose, and you can just keep looking through these until you find it. Look at this one. That really doesn't work. I would change the font colors there. So the point is, you get to choose, you get to make something that matches your style, your look, all of that. I would probably just go with like that, or I would just go back to this one, or maybe this one. Either way. Anyway, they all work. So now we just go down here to download right here. Okay, and I am going to click on download. And then it gives me some options. Here's a pro tip for you. Choose the Retina, the ×2, just to get the higher resolution image. That'll work really well for you. Media type is digital, compression is standard, JPEG is recommended, and then I would give it a better name than Stencil Facebook Photo. I would say free class, promo graphic. Maybe put some dashes in there to make it really readable. Free class, promo. Spelling is just unbelievable. Just like that. Start download. And it renders, and it just downloaded the image. And so now I have that image that I can start using in social media. And it was that easy. All using this program without having to learn a whole lot. It's just pretty much point, click, and choose. And so the program, again, is called Stencil. The website you would go to is getstencil.com. Sign up for a free account. I think the free account lets you make like a couple of graphics a month, which might be enough for you. Or pay the little bit, whatever it is that you pay, and then get access to this and make different graphics every day. Go to town. Make all those great graphics. So that is how we do it. And that's how you can really start to stand out on social media. And this is one of my favorite social media marketing tools because it's so very easy to use, right? And you can start using it right away. You might be doing this right now. Like some of you might be over there doing this right now. So checking in on the chat really quick, there's Tina, thank you. Tina usually uses Canva. Canva works pretty much the same way and gives you pretty much the same output. Maybe a few more features inside of Canva, and that's totally cool. I just happen to, I like Stencil. Oh, and then Tina, thank you very much, Tina, for checking in and letting me know the colors that you liked. I agree with you. I like the burgundy and black as well. So thank you for sharing that with me. Tina's over there on LinkedIn. We got a bunch of people on LinkedIn. Hey, LinkedIn friends, chime in with me. Let me know where you're watching from in the chat. I would really love to know who you are and where you are and what your takeaway is from our time together tonight. And so that was your Tech Tuesday for you with me here tonight, teaching you how to use the program Stencil at getstencil.com. And for those of you who weren't here, oh, hey, I'm looking over at the YouTube chat. I see Eileen is checking in along with Elite Med Staffing. Eileen, thank you for being here. So nice of you. So what you just saw tonight was like a 20-minute sample of what I do with my private clients on Tuesdays. And on Tuesdays is Tech Tuesdays. And that's where I do some technology mentoring. It's a little bit more advanced than this, but generally anybody who I mentor comes to me on Tuesdays with the most complex questions they can ask, and we get those things answered. Everything from automation to using video production software, to using multicast software, to email systems, web technology, building websites, stuff like that. You know, all of that stuff happens on Tech Tuesdays in my mentorship program. And by the way, while I'm talking about it, if you would like to see what it's like to actually be in one of my classes and be mentored by me, I set up this link right here for you. It's Prouty, that's my last name, and then class right here, that's what I'm going to be teaching for free for you.com. You just go to proutyclass.com, my last name class.com, you head over there. And this Thursday at 3 o'clock, you can attend a free class with me. We'll spend an hour and a half together. And in that time, I'm going to teach you the 5 pillars or the 5 important steps to attracting clients through social media. You'll be able to leave that class with the tools you need to start getting more clients from free social media posts. I want you to see what it's like to be taught by me. Like I said earlier, you might come into that thing and think, oh, wow, this Prouty character kind of knows what he's talking about. I kind of feel like I could learn from him. Maybe I should look at what it's like to be in his mentorship. It's really not that expensive and it works really well. That's why we do it. And you be one of the 10 million. Join me. Be one of those 10 million for me. Checking in the chat, the amazing Chris Rivera is there. Chris says, do you ever use Pixlr? Pixlr is a really incredible program. I use that all the time. Pixlr, P-I-X-L-R. That is a more advanced program, a little bit beyond what we talk about here. That's something that we will talk about in the Tech Tuesday in the private mentoring. So Chris is a part of that. You will get to see that, and I'm inspired by that. Tina, you're in Fort Lauderdale. That is incredible. I was just in Fort Lauderdale a couple of days ago. Beautiful city, absolutely beautiful city. And I did, one of my favorite restaurants is opening on Las Olas. I'm looking forward to them opening. So great place. And then I see Martha. Martha is like my client mom. She is lovely. Martha Parsons, who is in Arizona, a health and wellness expert. You'll find her over in the LinkedIn chat. And then let me just say this. If you're interested in learning more about health and wellness, definitely connect with Martha. If you are trying to figure out why you set goals but you can never achieve those goals, Chris Rivera is the one that you should connect with. Get on his calendar. And then coming into the chat is the amazing Cicely Simpson. And if you find yourself often being overlooked for leadership positions, I'm just going to shout her out. Get on her calendar to see what she can do for you, because she is an amazing leadership mentor and she's got some great programs that I would encourage you to check out. There we go. Shout out all the clients who are hanging out here. And then over on YouTube, of course, Eileen Rhines hanging out over there. If you are looking for a W-2 job, she's the one you should be talking to, because it's her program that has a 120% success rate in getting people hired rapidly in record time. I'll let her tell you what that record time is. And she's over there in the YouTube chat. That's true, Tina. I was I drove right through Fort Lauderdale the other day, hanging out down there in hanging out in South Florida for a couple of days. It was a remarkable time. All right, let me just check in. I've been neglecting the Facebook chat just to make sure that I'm not missing anybody over there. As we bring this thing to a close, somebody messaged me today and told me that they like the evening chats because it just feels like we're just hanging out and talking. I kind of like that as well, but I do want to make sure that you learn something every time that we're together. So let's make sure we continue to do that. And bam, there we go. For my friends over on YouTube, let me just say this. If you are new to my channel, now would be a genius time to click the subscribe button and turn on the bell for notifications so that you get an alert every time I create a video like this. And while everything I taught you today is important, it's not the only thing that you need to start attracting clients. So I'm going to put a link right here for another video that you should check out that's going to help you get clients from social media. And of course, you can click on my face to subscribe to my channel and get alerts every time I create videos just like this. It's only for the people on YouTube. Everybody else, the party on LinkedIn, that probably makes no sense to you. Facebook probably makes no sense to you. But the LinkedIn, the YouTube folks, they get it. They see what's up. All right, guys, that's it for me for tonight. Thanks for hanging out. I said it was going to be a short one. It was only 30 minutes. I could keep going. I don't know if you know this, but I love teaching. That's it for me for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night. And tomorrow night, we're going to talk about writing. We're going to talk about content creation for social media. Because I want to give you a taste of what it's like to be mentored by me on Wicked Good Writing Wednesday. And that's what we do in the mentorship program on Wednesdays, is we talk about writing wicked good content. That's my Massachusetts coming through. It also has a W, and so does Wednesday, and that's why I chose it. So tomorrow night, we'll be talking about content marketing, and how to use content to get clients. So I'll be back with you tomorrow night. Keep an eye out on the socials. We'll see you then. In the meantime, do this right now. Go here right now. I don't have to tell you anymore. Just go there right now. Sign up for that free class. See you on Thursday. See you next Thursday, as they say. This Thursday. It's actually this Thursday. It's in less than 48 hours. ProutyClass.com. I'll just keep pointing at it until you do it. I'm just going to stare at you with a judgmental look until you do it. I'm watching you. You haven't typed it in yet. What are you waiting for? All right, just go do that, and I'll see you on Thursday where we're gonna really get to work on Thursday. It's not like this is working, but that's really gonna work. There we go. Stopping the broadcast. See you guys tomorrow night.